The 7 levels of insects. Level 1. Common nuisances. Housefly. The ubiquitous Musca domestica represents humanity's most persistent uninvited guest, completing its life cycle from egg to adult in just 7 days under optimal conditions. This rapid reproduction explains why controlling one fly quickly becomes managing hundreds. Their compound eyes, containing 4,000 individual lenses, provide nearly 360-degree vision, making them exceptionally difficult to swat, despite their relatively slow flight speed of 5 miles. The greatest misconception about these insects involves their feeding mechanism. They cannot bite or chew solid food, instead regurgitating digestive enzymes onto potential meals and sucking up the resulting liquid. This vomit feeding process makes them efficient disease vectors, transporting over 100 different pathogens including typhoid, cholera, and dysentery. Fruit flies. Despite their pest status, Drosophila melanogaster has contributed more to genetic research than perhaps any other organism on Earth. Their rapid life cycle, 10 days from egg to reproductive adult, and mere 4 chromosomes made them ideal subjects for early genetic studies. Thomas Hunt Morgan's groundbreaking work with these tiny insects earned him the 1933 Nobel Prize and established fundamental principles of heredity. Their attraction to fermenting produce comes from detecting acetic acid and ethanol, substances indicating ideal breeding environments. Silverfish. These primitive wingless insects represent living fossils, remaining virtually unchanged for over 400 million years, predating dinosaurs by 170 million years. Their distinctive metallic appearance and fish-like movement earned them their common name, while their diet of starch and cellulose makes them destructive manuscript and wallpaper predators. Unlike most household insects requiring warm conditions, silverfish thrive in cool, damp environments, explaining their common appearance in bathrooms and basements. Their remarkable longevity, individuals can live 8 years without food, makes them nearly impossible to eliminate completely once established in human dwellings. Level 2. Garden dwellers. Ladybug. The gardener's greatest ally hides exceptional predatory prowess behind its charming polka-dotted exterior. A single 7-spotted ladybug consumes approximately 5,000 aphids during its lifetime, making it more effective than most chemical pesticides without any environmental drawbacks. Their distinctive coloration serves as aposematic warning to potential predators, advertising the bitter defensive fluid they release from leg joints when threatened. This chemical deterrent, a compound called adaline, contains the same bitter alkaloids found in toxic plants, creating a sophisticated defensive strategy protecting them from birds and larger insects. Despite their beneficial nature, superstition surrounds them worldwide. Killing one supposedly brings misfortune, while their arrival signals good luck in cultures across Europe, Asia, and the Americas. Praying mantis. The insect world's apex ambush predator combines patience with explosive speed, striking prey with raptorial forelegs accelerating at 6.84 meters per second squared, twice the acceleration of a Formula One race car. Their triangular heads can rotate 180 degrees, providing stereoscopic vision through 5 eyes, 2 large compound eyes, supplemented by 3 simple eyes detecting light and movement. The infamous mating behavior, females sometimes consuming males during copulation, occurs primarily in laboratory settings where males cannot escape. Wild populations show this behavior in less than 30% of matings. Firefly. These bioluminescent beetles produce the most efficient light in nature, converting nearly 100% of energy into illumination, compared to incandescent bulbs' 10% efficiency. Their complex signaling system employs species-specific flash patterns, allowing precise identification of potential mates in the darkness. This remarkable communication system faces an evolutionary arms race against predatory females of genus Photurus, which mimic mating signals of other species to lure males as prey in a strategy called aggressive mimicry. Level 3. Social architects. Honeybee? Nature's premier agricultural partner maintains internal hive temperatures with greater precision than most human homes through collective thermoregulation. Worker bees, all female, adjust the colony's temperature by either clustering to generate heat or fanning wings to create cooling airflow, maintaining the critical 93 to 95 degree F required for brood development. Their communication system includes the waggle dance, a figure-8 movement conveying precise information about distant food sources, including direction relative to the sun, distance from the hive, and resource quality. A single worker produces just 1/12 teaspoon of honey in her 6-week lifespan, explaining why colonies require 50,000 and 60,000 individuals working in perfect coordination. Their economic impact reaches an estimated $15 to about $20 billion annually in agricultural pollination services across the United States alone. Paper wasp. Unlike their aggressive yellow jacket cousins, these sophisticated architects construct complex nests from wood fibers, harvested and processed into paper-like material, centuries before humans developed similar technology. Their colonies operate through sophisticated dominance hierarchies, where facial markings indicate social status visible to other colony members. Recent research revealed unexpected cognitive abilities, including transitive inference, the capacity to deduce unknown relationships from known ones, previously thought limited to vertebrates with complex brains. Leafcutter ant. Earth's first farmers began practicing agriculture 50 million years before humans, cultivating specialized fungi on harvested leaf material in underground chambers. Their societies practice extreme division of labor, with physical castes ranging from tiny workers to soldiers with heads comprising 1/3 of their total body weight. These complex societies transform forest ecology by harvesting up to 15% of all leaf production in their territories, moving more soil than earthworms in many ecosystems. Level 4. Masters of Deception. Orchid mantis. Evolution's most elegant fraud combines form and behavior in a comprehensive deception system, targeting pollinating insects. Unlike simple camouflage, these predators practice aggressive mimicry, actively resembling Malaysian orchid flowers to attract rather than avoid detection. Their specialized morphology includes flattened petal-like legs and bodies, colored with pink, white, and yellow pigments, precisely matching local orchid species. This elaborate disguise doesn't simply hide them. It transforms them into superstimuli, more attractive to butterflies and bees than actual flowers. Research demonstrates their coloration attracts pollinators at a rate 30% higher than the orchids they mimic. Walking stick. The insect world's masters of camouflage have perfected visual deception through both form and behavior. Their elongated bodies mimic plant stems with such precision that even specialized predators overlook them. The largest species, Phryganistria chinensis, reaches 24.6 inches, longer than many snakes or small mammals. Beyond their physical appearance, these insects employ behavioral camouflage by swaying gently to mimic branches moving in breeze and remaining motionless for hours when detecting potential threats. Some species enhance their disguise through lichen-like growths on their exoskeletons. Dead leaf butterfly. The Kallima inachus achieves the most complete disguise in nature through a remarkable form of seasonal dimorphism. With wings open, it displays vibrant purple and orange coloration, but when closed, its wings precisely mimic dead leaves, complete with midribs, veins, and even simulated fungal spots suggesting decay. This deception extends to behavior. When resting, these butterflies position themselves at angles, matching how actual leaves hang from branches, while a slight wing quiver mimics a leaf trembling in gentle breeze. Their evolutionary perfection led Alfred Russel Wallace to cite them as evidence of natural selection in his earliest writings on evolution. Level 5. Extreme Specialists, Monarch Butterfly. The insect kingdom's most remarkable migrator completes multi-generational journeys spanning 3 nations and 3,000 miles without any navigation training. Each fall, the year's 4th generation embarks on an epic southward migration to specific Mexican mountains they've never visited. Guided by a combination of sun compass orientation, magnetic sensitivity, and genetic programming. Unlike bird migrations where individuals make round trips, monarchs employ a generational relay system. Great-grandchildren return to ancestral northern breeding grounds the following spring. Their specialized diet centers on milkweed plants containing cardiac glycosides, toxic compounds they sequester rather than metabolize, rendering both caterpillars and adults unpalatable to predators. This chemical defense creates one of nature's most recognized warning colorations, so effective it inspired multiple mimicry systems among unrelated species. Bombardier beetle. Nature's living chemical weapon combines sophisticated internal chemistry with precision delivery systems that would impress military engineers. When threatened, these beetles mix hydroquinones and hydrogen peroxide in a reinforced internal chamber, adding catalytic enzymes to trigger an explosive reaction reaching 212 degrees Fahrenheit. The resulting chemical spray discharges at 500 pulses per second with audible detonation sounds. Most remarkably, they can precisely aim this defensive spray in any direction, even over their backs, through independently controlled abdominal nozzles. Water strider, the only insects conquering water's surface tension without submersion. These specialized predators literally walk on water through a combination of hydrophobic leg coatings and distributed weight. Their middle legs function as oars while rear legs serve as rudders, allowing them to skate across pond surfaces at speeds approaching 100 body lengths per second. Beyond their locomotive specialization, they detect prey through ripple vibrations, functioning essentially as living sonar systems, identifying struggling insects from several feet away. Level 6. Evolutionary Marvels. Jewel wasp. Nature's most sophisticated neurosurgeon performs brain surgery without medical training, targeting specific ganglia in cockroach brains with microscopic precision. After delivering an initial sting paralyzing the front legs, the wasp administers a second injection directly into specific brain regions, delivering a cocktail of dopamine-blocking chemicals that eliminate the roach's escape instinct while leaving motor functions intact. This creates a docile victim that can still walk when led by its antennae, which the wasp uses like a leash, guiding its zombie host to a pre-dug burrow. Once positioned, the wasp lays a single egg on the living cockroach, which remains fresh as incubation chamber and eventual first meal for the hatching larva. This precision mind control represents perhaps the most sophisticated parasitic manipulation in nature, targeting specific neural circuits rather than general physiology. Hercules beetle. Insect world's heavyweight champion combines extreme size with disproportionate strength. Males of this rhinoceros beetle species can reach 7 inches in length, including their massive horns, which they use in combat for territorial and mating privileges. Their truly remarkable feature is strength, capable of carrying 850 times their body weight, equivalent to a human lifting 2 fully loaded tractor trailers. This extreme capability comes from exoskeleton composition and mechanical advantage in their muscle arrangements, creating leverage systems more efficient than any human-engineered equipment. Unlike many large insects requiring tropical conditions, these beetles thrive across varied habitats through specialized temperature regulation systems. Japanese giant hornet. Evolution's most efficient aerial predator combines speed, size, and biochemical weaponry into nature's perfect hunting machine. Workers reach 2 inches in length with wingspans exceeding 3 inches, while flying at sustained speeds of 25 mph. Their quarter-inch stingers deliver venom containing 8 distinct chemicals, including a neurotoxin called mandrotoxin and a pheromone that marks victims, guiding nestmates to join the attack. A single hornet can kill 40 honeybees per minute through decapitation, while coordinated raids by just 30 hornets can eliminate a 30,000 bee colony in under 4 hours, leading Japanese beekeepers to nickname them yak killer hornets. Level 7. Ecological Keystones. Antarctic midge. Earth's most resilient insect thrives where no others survive through extreme physiological adaptations approaching biological impossibility. Belgica antarctica remains the only insect native to the Antarctic continent, surviving temperatures below 15 degrees wired through a combination of antifreeze proteins and controlled dehydration, reducing body water content by up to 70% without cellular damage. Their life cycle requires a marathon of adaptation. Larvae spend 2 years mostly frozen before a brief 7 to 10-day adult phase, focused exclusively on reproduction, as their vestigial mouthparts render feeding impossible. Most remarkably, they possess the smallest genome of any insect, just 99 million base pairs compared to the human 3.2 billion. Representing extreme evolutionary efficiency, eliminating all non-essential genetic material. Periodical cicada. North America's most spectacular insect phenomenon combines extreme lifespan with mathematical precision. Brood X, the largest of 15 distinct population groups, spends exactly 17 years developing underground before emerging simultaneously in numbers approaching 1.5 million per acre. This prime number life cycle evolved specifically to prevent predator populations from synchronizing with their emergence. Any predator with a 2, 3, or 5-year cycle cannot consistently overlap with a 17-year rhythm. During their brief above-ground existence, they release up to 90 decibels of mating calls, louder than motorcycle engines, while transferring approximately 40,000 tons of biomass from below ground to forest ecosystems. Dung beetle. Civilization's unsung sanitation engineer prevents agricultural collapse through waste processing on a scale exceeding all human infrastructure. A single pair can bury 250 times their body weight in dung within 24 hours, with global populations removing millions of tons of waste annually. Beyond waste management, their tunneling aerates soil, improves water penetration, and redistributes nutrients while reducing livestock parasite loads by eliminating breeding material. Most remarkably, they navigate using celestial orientation, the only insects confirmed to use the Milky Way for directional guidance, detecting polarization patterns invisible to human eyes. Their ecological significance reached divine status in ancient Egypt, where the scarab beetle represented solar deity Khepri and symbolized eternal renewal.